know who closes the show. The OTC.
This is the epitome of pop culture. This is the pinnacle of entertainment. This is WrestleMania.
So if you thought you'd seen it all, just wait.
We kicked off WrestleMania with an incredible night one. And I'm looking around and I feel the energy here in Las Vegas. The stage is set for a historic night two. As a matter of fact, we've already made history. For the first time in history, WrestleMania is live on ESPN. Which means we gotta start with something big. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania!
Tail of the tape.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Tonight, the Beast, the Conqueror, the
Real ruler of WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar!
His Viking braid.
And his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 310 pounds, Oba Femi!
You have to believe that the nerves are turning inside of Oba Femi. His first WrestleMania against a man who has dominated the likes of The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Goldberg, Roman Reigns here on this grand stage. Bell rings, we are underway for one of the most anticipated matches in the history of WrestleMania. Lesnar, Femi.
Damn.
And a collar and elbow tie-up.
An absolute stalemate here.
You saw the tail of the tape, pretty even between these two men. If you're Lesnar, what do you need to do to take out Femi tonight?
Well, Lesnar's smarts lie in the fact that he's got 25 years in the fight game. This cannot just be about pure power. Brock Lesnar is a bully in the ring. He cannot bully someone who is equally as powerful as him. He needs to dig deep and do something cunning.
And Wade, you've been in a number of WrestleMania matches. Your first one ever with the nerves there. And what does Oba have to do to combat that?
Well, I'll tell you right now, my first WrestleMania match, my body felt like lead. And it's like a long time to shake that feeling off. If that's the case with Oba here, he's going to be in big trouble.
And Brock Lesnar overpowering Femi into the corner, delivering shoulders to the gut of Femi. And Femi stands up, shouts in his face, and knocks Lesnar to the mat.
And nobody has ever treated Brock Lesnar like this.
And a clothesline. Femi does not go down. And another one by Lesnar. And Femi's still on his feet. Lesnar with a look of shock in his eyes. And down goes the Beast. And Brock Lesnar needs to regroup. Paul Heyman doesn't know what to make of this.
Oba.
I told you, he's out of sorts, Wade. Lesnar's has never been in this position in his life.
Well, he may well be physically outmatched here, and that is simply not an equation that works in the mind of the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Start thinking quick, Paul Heyman.
And this is what Lesnar, he could ill afford this, Wade. He's allowing Femi now to build confidence. Femi now knows he can go toe-to-toe with Lesnar. He's got nothing to fear at this point.
That's not human. Oh my God!
We speculated about those balls, and that is exactly what Brock needed to do. Get away from the pure power battle. Get the advantage any way you can.
Oh, and into the post spine first, and that was a mistake Femi made. Brock Lesnar, the veteran, found the opening, and now Lesnar on the attack.
Man, yep. Squash match now.
And into the steps on the other side. And now Brock Lesnar's in his element.
And that was shoulder first into those steps. That's about as bad a way as you can hit it outside of the head, of course.
And Femi favoring his elbow as he drops to a knee. And Brock Lesnar about to bring Femi to Suplex City.
Seen this before?
We saw John Cena, our host, kick off the show tonight. Ask Mr. Cena what it's like to be in the ring with Brock Lesnar, yet another release German.
And it just goes to show you how tactics at this level are vital. It cannot simply be about who is the biggest, who is the strongest.
And now Lesnar closing in on his third German suplex of the match.
And now Brock Lesnar is being back to the Brock Lesnar we know only so well.
And Femi's hurt, Wade. Oba Femi is hurt. The destruction outside the ring and now the suplexes have taken down the ruler.
Well,
Remember,
this is a learning experience now for Obafemi.
looking for another German, but Obafemi firing back with the elbows. Remember, it was Lesnar who eliminated Femi back in the Royal Rumble match. Over into the corner with a running uppercut.
Well, Brock
and
is
now,
wobbled here, Cole.
the big man with another running uppercut.
He's got a big elbow on the temple and hasn't looked right since, but here we go.
Lesnar now.
Uh-oh,
Femi on the
F5.
shoulders. Brock Lesnar.
Here we
looking to
go.
put him away. F5 to Femi. F5 to Obafemi.
That's a big
And look at
motherfucker
this.
flying in the air.
Obafemi got back to his feet after the F5. Oh, and a choke slam by Femi.
Both athletes dropping their nuclear bombs.
Femi measuring Lesnar. Lesnar's up.
Holy shit.
No
Oh,
freaking
oh my
way.
god.
Fall from grace. Femi with the win.
Wow.
Here is your winner, Obafemi.
Obafemi wins. Huh. With just one power slam?
I'm not sure Obafemi can quite believe it, Wade.
While the world is in shock, Obafemi took everything that Brock Lesnar could throw at him, including this F5. Brock Lesnar knows he has this in the bag. It's game over, except this guy, Obafemi, is built a little bit different to anything we've witnessed before. And one fall from grace later, Obafemi has just written his ticket to the very top of this industry right off the bat. Wow.
I want you to look at the ring right now. I want you to look inside the ring right now as we see Obafemi making his way back up the ramp. Brock Lesnar is laid out. Brock Lesnar hasn't moved. Brock Lesnar was taken down by Femi tonight.
Obafemi is everything he said he was, the ruler and destroyer, the bringer of war. This is the one we've waited for.
Okay.
Oh, we have to see this one more time here.
I'm still in shock. The fall from grace from Obafemi to the beast Brock Lesnar.
And who the hell in history has thrown Brock Lesnar's body around with ease like Obafemi?
Paul Heyman in complete shock. Lesnar's the man who ended The Undertaker's undefeated streak in WrestleMania. But Obafemi has slain the beast tonight. Obafemi, ladies and gentlemen, is the next big thing.
Okay, Brock's taking his gloves off. He's taking his shoes off. It looks like he's crying, actually. He's now taking both his shoes off and his wave to the crowd. I think Brock just retired. Yep. Brock Lesnar just retired. That's crazy. But that's typical for Brock. He didn't want no fancy pantsy goodbye like John Cena got. Paul Heyman's literally crying. Okay. As always, when they take a break Well, here comes the jam. And down in the chat, who you think's gonna win this Intercontinental Championship match? You think Penta will retain, or do you think somebody else will win? I used to watch Penta on the Indies, and he's really good at ladder matches. Oh my gosh, these guys don't know what they're in for. Oh, and then the match starts.
Absolute sprint from the word go. It favors the nimble. A target nimble. Nimble really describes 5 of the 6 competitors in there tonight. And Rusev being the one that is more the power-based athlete.
However, Rusev has been in a ladder match before, Wade, 2018, Money in the Bank, but he could be the wild card in this whole thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. His path to victory here is not being fast and scrambling up a ladder. It's wrecking every single body in the match and taking a leisurely stroll to the top.
You know, I talked to Dragon Lee earlier today, right? And he was so excited for this match. Now, remember, Rey Mysterio's been his mentor, right? Rey Mysterio gifted a mask to Dragon Lee many years ago. We called Dragon Lee the future of Lucha Libre. This is the first time that Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio have ever been opponents, and he couldn't wait for tonight.
Well, even Penta is tight with that crew, but all bets have to be off here. It's about the goal.
Bang!
Man up and apologize later.
And Penta and Dragon Lee now going to turn the ladders, so to speak, on Rusev.
Well, it was a smart move taking Rusev out and then going back to your one-on-one business, or maybe not.
Well, that didn't work out well, and Rusev, okay, he's in a mood.
Well, this is an absolute brute of a human being.
Get out of there, Wade. He's in a mood tonight.
Well, Rusev told me a couple of days ago he is feeling buoyant right now. He said he's climbed the ladder of life.
And by the way, this is your fault, your fault, Marcelo. Oh! And Penta driving Rusev to the floor. And now Penta slides underneath the ladder.
On the entire ringside area already.
Come on, it's gonna fly!
Scene of carnage everywhere you look. Protect your health at all costs in this one.
And now it's Javon Evans sending a ladder into the ring. Dragon Lee now. Harada into McDonough. And Dragon Lee, such a joy to watch. He's come into his own in the past year. Really the embodiment of Lucha spirit.
Now student and mentor finally about to throw down. Here we go.
Dragon Lee, he told me, I'm not going to take it easy on Ray tonight, but mentor or not.
And nor should he. You want to be at the top in this game, you have to beat all comers. That
caught.
includes the living legend, Rey Mysterio.
And Ray now sending Dragon Lee into position. Went for the 619, Dragon Lee ducked underneath and caught him with a super kick.
Well, Dragon Lee clearly studied his mentor as well as anybody, knew exactly what was coming in. Now's an opportunity for Dragon to scramble up there. Thought better of it. Perhaps that ladder was not quite tall enough for various sizes of ladders here.
Rusev understands the concept of using the ladder as a weapon. And Javon Evans, welcome to the big time, kid.
And this is exactly what Rusev needs to do. Forget the highlight reel stuff. Just smash bodies and climb.
WrestleMania, of course, has been a great stage for ladder matches over the years. Remember the first ever at WrestleMania? Razor, HBK, Madison Square Garden, Intercontinental title.
I like what I'm seeing from JD McDonough here. One of the smartest.
No!
I don't like that at all.
Take that back.
I was gonna say he's one of the smartest, shrewdest competitors in there. Highly intelligent, but perhaps intelligence would indicate you should stay well clear of this Bulgarian brute.
And now it's Rusev setting up the ladder. Again, you climb the ladder to grab the title. And Rusev may be cruising to victory here. He's a fingertip away, and now Penta looking to keep his championship.
You saw the speed of Penta scrambling up there, and now Rusev with a death grip getting broken. Oh! And that is not a landing. The massive frame of Rusev is designed to be taken.
That was a bulldog by Penta off the ladder. Now Javon Evans runs into a super kick by the spectacular Penta. JD McDonough running interference.
Well, that was that smart analytical presence of McDonough we talked about before.
You got a head that size, you got to be smart. Oh, and Javon Evans with a shot right to the kidneys. And now Evans to McDonough, going to climb the ladder, looking to win the gold.
Oh, just fingertips away, and here we go. McDonough might have this.
I'm just shudder to think. Oh, no. Oh, no! Is he alive?
Well, that was human skittles. Somehow McDonough landing on his feet, and that has ended up rather favorable for the Irishman.
How's McDonough still in this after he took a backdrop on his head on the ladder? And now McDonough quickly up the ladder. Javon Evans, top rope, gonna leap. Oh my goodness! A leaping clothesline by Evans.
And now Dragon Lee pouncing, looking to capitalize. Speed of thought, speed of movement. Keep your wits about you. There's always somebody lurking on the outside, ready to catch you by surprise.
A sandwich board to the ladder by Rey Mysterio. This time the 619 connects.
With some added steel for good measure.
And now Ray's got a chance. Ray's got a chance now.
Clear out the debris, get that giant ladder. That is the one you need.
Ray was right when he said this past week that couldn't be WrestleMania, couldn't be a ladder match without Rey Mysterio.
And this is the moment. It just takes so much time to set that ladder up in a
Javon
perfect
Evans
position.
just leapfrogged over Mysterio, trying to climb the ladder.
Well, they call him bouncy for a reason, Cole.
Mysterio still going strong at this age is incredible. Penta now with a super kick.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, and he took out Rey.
Fountain of youth some time ago.
Oh, and using Javon Evans as a weapon. And Javon looking up at the ladder, got caught. Oh, and a suplex right into the ladder by Penta.
Yes, spine first will
Dragon.
not help the agility of anyone.
Dragon Lee with a drop kick to a hung up Mysterio.
There you go, mentor. Thanks for everything. You've served your purpose now.
Can't defend yourself when you're hooked in the ladder. And now JD McDonough sent flying by Dragon Lee, who's been spectacular tonight.
Yeah.
I love this new level of aggression from a Dragon Lee.
Well, he's seen the success of other luchadors, and he wants some for himself. He's won tag gold before. He might be about to grab the Intercontinental, but denied by Rusev.
Yeah, the Bulgarian brute planting Dragon Lee. Man, what a fast-paced, vicious matchup for the Intercontinental title.
How impressive is Rusev here? Came very close to winning the Intercontinental Championship a couple of times last year. Denied by Penta, and indeed Dirty Dom, who was the then holder. How sweet would it be to grab gold here in Vegas?
For Rusev, his first WrestleMania in 7 years. Said he was so focused coming into this. Javon with the right hand. Not quite sure what Rusev's planning here, but it's not going to be good.
They're designing some instrument of destruction, and it could be Javon Evans.
Oh my goodness.
Who tastes it, and Javon Evans hooked up in a rather ugly fashion there.
Have you been in a ladder match?
Yes, I have.
What
Guess how many I won?
None.
Absolutely zero.
What does that feel like?
Well, 2015 for the Intercontinental Championship, actually. I was in a ladder match, and all I recall is severe pain and my body never feeling quite right ever again. I was also relieved of the gold on that occasion.
No wonder you're drinking. Oh!
No wonder you
Penta.
drank. Dude, that is so messed up.
And Penta again.
But it's a small thing. You've got to team up against the bigger, stronger athlete.
Sometimes.
And Penta discussing tactics with Rey.
And now Rey Mysterio launched. Oh my goodness! And Rusev collapsing the ladder, breaking the ladder in half. Mysterio taking out Rusev.
A West Coast pop over the top through the body of Rusev. Mysterio's face hitting the steel at the same time. Take another look at this. But look at the face of Mysterio eating the steel on the way down. I'm astounded he's still moving. Rusev is done now. He's out of this one for sure.
There are bodies everywhere as Penta looks to keep his title. Rey Mysterio intercepts. And this is everything as advertised and more.
About as dangerous as it gets here in WWE, but with a prize so great, it is worth it for these athletes.
Rey Mysterio looks better than ever. This is absolutely incredible. He won his world title at WrestleMania 20 years ago, Wade.
Well, we've been watching this guy for 30 years at this point.
Bang, 619.
And there's no slowing down, looking as good as ever.
And now Rey gonna climb the ladder. Can you imagine this moment? Can you imagine winning the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania? Dragon Lee now trying to thwart his mentor, his longtime friend. And now Dragon trying to reach out and grab the belt.
And that small frame of Dragon Lee, and indeed
Rey's got his hands on it.
Mysterio is not helping here. Simply don't have the limb length to get a good grip on this thing as it swings wildly above them.
And it's so difficult to fight up there. And Rey now using the ladder as a weapon. Dragon Lee knocked out. Rey may have a chance.
It's Rey's for the taking now.
And Rey now, he kicks right to the face of Dragon Lee. Mysterio still trying to hang on. Thinks twice about it. Gonna get, oh no!
Impressive power there.
Dragon Lee told me the Hall of Famer, AJ Styles, gifted him the Styles Clash for the rest of his career.
They held tag gold together recently and inches away from Intercontinental gold now.
And now it's JD McDonough, who's long been a thorn in the side of Dragon Lee from the Judgment Day. And McDonough looking to win gold.
The entire body of these superstars must be on fire. What are you cooking up here, JD?
Spanish Fly!
As high risk as it gets, but it paid off for JD McDonough. Now can he finish the job? Take another look at this high-risk offense. A Spanish Fly from JD McDonough landing flush on Dragon Lee, but unfortunately in the process, JD McDonough took a ton out of himself.
Over 50,000 tonight, and they're raucous, they're alive in Las Vegas for WrestleMania Sunday, and maybe the moment that JD McDonough has waited years for, an opportunity to win at WrestleMania, and Penta now climbing the ladder.
I'll tell you right now, fighting like this on top of a ladder never ends well. Somebody is going to take a nasty drop here as that thing wobbles all over the place.
Penta slowly climbing to the top. JD McDonough now hooking the Intercontinental Champion. There's a ladder just below them, folks. There's a ladder just below them. It looks like McDonough was looking for some sort of suplex.
And Penta was clinging on for dear life, smartly so, and has now got the upper hand here.
No. Not from there, Penta. Not from there. Not from there, Penta. Mexican Destroyer on the ladder. McDonough's dead.
Well, scrape J.D. McDonough off the canvas after this Mexican destroyer head first onto a steel ladder.
I told McDonough earlier today, don't do anything stupid, kid. Well, that wasn't his fault. That was all Penta.
I mean, the stupid part was entering this kind of carnage.
Oh, look at Wade back in the ring. Javon Evans just realizes he's got a chance. Everybody else is down. There's bodies everywhere.
Wake up, kid. Make yourself a champion.
Make yourself history tonight, Javon. Rewrite the history books. Oh, he's got the title. Rusev's got the ladder. Javon is hanging on to the belt. He can't unclip it from this position.
But he can certainly drop down.
And now Evans sent over the top rope into the floor right in front of us.
And nobody's body is cooperating with them at this point.
How the hell is Rusev
Everybody
moving?
showing wounds of war.
How is Rusev moving?
Rusev has a body designed to take abuse and keep moving like no other. We saw him fall through that ladder, an epic crash from that West Coast pop. But just shrugging it off minutes later.
And you saw Rusev was favoring his leg way, right? It's difficult. He's trying to climb the ladder now, really on one leg. Look at Evans in the background. Evans in the background. Oh, Jay Cutter! Oh, Jay Cutter!
Oh, crap. OG Cutter is basically an OKO.
Insane abilities of Javon Evans dropping Rusev once again, and Javon Evans, whose body has been turned to mush, has the ability to win this whole damn thing.
And Penta trying desperately to protect this championship. And Mexican Destroyer off the ladder to Evans. Man, Penta is incredible. Where does he come up with this stuff?
It's just instinctive. This guy has freakish abilities. It's why the world has fallen in love with the current Intercontinental champ who may well be about to retain.
20 years to get here. 20 years to win the Intercontinental Championship. Penta on top of the ladder. Penta trying to grab the title. Penta still on top of the world.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
Absolutely incredible. I give it up for all 6 men in this match tonight. I mean, you think about what J.D. McDonough put himself through. That kid's a star. He's a future champion. You talk about Dragon Lee and the aggression that he showed tonight. You talk about the toughness of Rusev, the biggest man in the match. How about the fountain of youth that is inside Rey Mysterio, getting bouncy with Javon Evans?
Let's take a look at some of
Penta.
the highlights of this match. Dragon Lee taking out former mentor Rey with an epic attack there, and now Rusev just driving bodies through the steel. I mean, the entire match was a highlight reel. Got a hell of a job trying to cut it down. This was that West Coast pop that took out Rusev and almost Rey Mysterio too. And then this J.D. McDonough Spanish fly from up above could not have landed more perfectly. And then a Mexican destroyer to J.D. McDonough, and McDonough may never be the same again after that. And here's one of those OG cutters that will live in infamy forever, as Rusev was dropped for good in this match.
But in the end, the Intercontinental Champion, the spectacular Penta, the man that has taken WWE by storm, does it again, retains the Intercontinental title in a ladder match for the ages.
I mean, just wreckage everywhere you look, both human and steel. Going to take a while to clean up this mess, but Penta does not care. Penta going home with a goal, won't feel a single wound right now. Just buzzing with adrenaline. And I'd say this Las Vegas audience loves everything they are seeing.
Again, Penta wins the Intercontinental title, but also tonight on ESPN, the shocker of all shockers. I had absolutely no idea what to think here when Obafemi, the ruler, went face-to-face with the Beast. And it was a fall from grace from Obafemi that would take out Brock Lesnar, and it would seal Obafemi as the next big thing here in WWE. But what followed this matchup, if that wasn't shock enough, Wade, the greatest combat athlete in the history of the planet, that man Brock Lesnar, shocked all of us. He took off his boots, he took off his gloves, and he seemingly said goodbye to not just 50,000 plus in Las Vegas tonight, but to the world who is watching this moment. And in the moment, Wade, you and I were just so taken aback that we didn't quite know how to take it. We didn't quite know what to say, but it is pretty apparent that Brock Lesnar has called it a career here tonight. And I just want to personally say, if that is it, I was here in the beginning. I was here for Brock Lesnar's first match ever. I was here for his championships and everything that this man accomplished. And all I can say is thank you to Brock Lesnar, one of the most spectacular superstars that we've ever had here in WWE.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Cole, I'm going to wait till I get the official word, but what we saw in the ring from Brock Lesnar only means one thing in this industry. It means goodbye. It means the Beast has been slain. I'm not ready for that. The world, I don't think, is ready for that, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to pump the brakes until we get an official word from his camp. Once the emotions calm down, things can change, but I don't know.
You know what? You know, for us, what is real? Obafemi.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here on ESPN. We're heading to the ESPN app with the unlimited plan, and these matches are still to come, including our main event, Punk and Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. Again, Netflix internationally, ESPN app with the unlimited plan. We're coming back to Vegas. Oh, hell yeah. What a start.
As always, when they take a commercial break, so do we. We'll be right back.
Me and Wade Barrett were jumping around here at ringside during both the Brock match and, of course, the ladder match, and we still have plenty more to come here tonight on the ESPN app here. Unlimited plan in the States and, of course, Netflix internationally. But right now, let's take a look back at last night's main event. This is our mug highlight of the night.
The WrestleMania Top Dog Highlight of the Night is brought to you by Mug Root Beer, the official root beer of the WWE. There's no better way to celebrate who had that dog in, like enjoying a cold, creamy, delicious Mug Root Beer.
Randy Orton with an RKO out of nowhere, and there's no official.
What the hell?
Who gave him a referee shirt? Who made him a damn official? Is this legal?
No.
And Cody had to kick out. RKO to McAfee. Sit down, Pat. Crossroads. Cover. Cody retains. Cody Rhodes stands victorious tonight. And Orton with the title off an already bloody Cody.
Thanks.
I know you're big on Wade. Club WWE is the ultimate insider membership program designed to bring fans closer to WWE than ever before through exclusive access, rewards, and experiences, maybe an experience with you. If you're interested in becoming a founding member, you can join the waitlist now by visiting WWE.com/Club WWE.
Everywhere I go, I hear the same thing, that you want to be closer to this. That's exactly why we built Club WWE. This is everything WWE, brought closer to you in one ultimate membership. Join the waitlist now and become the ultimate insider.
In Las Vegas tonight, the celebrities are out, as they always are, for WrestleMania, including the Mexican singer J.O.P. here tonight at ringside. And speaking of singing, probably the greatest producer in the history of music, that man, Rick Rubin, is here tonight, massive WWE fan. From the Detroit Lions, Jameer Gibbs is here once again tonight, enjoying WrestleMania. How about the legend? The UFC legend, Daniel Cormier, here tonight at ringside. And what a performance of our national anthem tonight by none other than Joe Jonas. Absolutely great way to kick off WrestleMania. Still plenty more to come here on WrestleMania Sunday, including we learned on the Countdown show from our general manager, Adam Pearce, this is now a street fight, Wade.
While Dirty Dom had no interest whatsoever fighting the Demon, his former Judgment Day colleague, he certainly didn't want him in a street fight. Well, Adam Pearce has made it happen. Demon versus Dominic, street fight later tonight.
Also tonight, Rhea Ripley looks to win her 4th World Championship, but that's the woman who stands in her way. The Storm, Jade Cargill, defending the WWE Women's title tonight against Rhea Ripley. And our main event tonight, Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Yeah, 2 men competing for the World Heavyweight Championship, 2 of the greatest of all time, with major simmering hatred for over 10 years. Finally, they collide for the big one in our main event for the World Heavyweight title.
Are you ready for the United States Championship match?
I'm ready for everything here at WrestleMania. What a way we've started this show.
They are not happy with Sami Zayn.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in for 212 pounds. He is the United States Champion, Sami Zayn.
So let's cut to the chase, Wade. Carmelo Hayes, who defended the United States Championship for months, had become a fan favorite on Friday Night SmackDown. Sami Zayn won the championship, costing Carmelo a shot at WrestleMania. The fans were none too happy.
Well, they were none too happy because pivotal
And now he finds himself holding the United States Championship. Remember his moment back at WrestleMania 40, the night that he knocked off Gunther to win the Intercontinental title?
You gonna tell us this is your guy? I spent the day with him. He has no idea who you are.
Stop that, stop that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no surprise why we gathered here today on this Sunday to witness a live spectacle, a real-time blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance in Las Vegas and the millions watching at home, I give to you the anointed one, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, Trick Williams.
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Oh, he's got a massive train that he's got on the edge of his Little.
That is what has connected with this packed-out stadium in the WWE universe around the world. This is for the United States Championship, and you have to wonder what the first ever United States champion.
Great Harley Race would think about someone like Trick Williams. My guy, here he is. I told you, Wade. Little Yachty. I told you.
Well, even I got a handshake from Lil Yachty, so I guess he's my guy too. All right, Michael Cole, stop posting.
He doesn't know you. Here we go. Sami
Here we
Zayn,
go.
Trick Williams for
Sami
the
Zayn.
United States Championship.
Trick Williams.
Oh man, polar opposites.
United States
A top
title.
versus a relative rookie, a salt of the earth personality versus an egomaniac.
Sami now takes down Trick Williams. Who you calling the egomaniac?
Well, obviously, Trick Williams. He loves himself, and the world loves him too. No problem with that ego.
But Sami's got a bit of change in demeanor as of late as well.
So I want to talk about that because Sami Zayn has had a disastrous 2026 up until a couple of weeks ago where he won gold. To me, though, that is putting a Band-Aid over the cracks. And if Sami Zayn loses gold tonight, where the hell will he spiral to?
Yeah, Trick Williams, hot start in his career as a two-time NXT champion. He was a one-time TNA World Champion, NXT North American Champion as well, as Sami sends him over the top rope to the floor.
Think about this, Sami Zayn is pretty much the last 10 years of WWE, and what is anticipated to be the next 10 years of WWE is Trick Williams.
And look at how quickly Trick Williams gets back into the ring with a wicked clothesline. And now another one to Sami Zayn, and here comes Williams!
Yeah, here's the brilliance of Trick Williams. His speed of learning this industry has been faster than pretty much anyone I have ever seen. A nice trick slap.
Neckbreaker! Sami went for the blue thunder bomb, and Trick Williams countered first with a cyclone boot, and then with that neck breaker.
Yeah, the biggest stage of Trick's career, and he is not backing down. He didn't come here to belong. He came here to take over.
And this man started in football, American football, Wade. He was a two-time letterman at the University of South Carolina. A walk-on athlete, walked onto the team, cover off the bookend, and a kick out at 2, paying homage to the great Hall of Famer Booker T, who's been very influential in the career of Trick Williams.
We talked about Zayn having a massive experience advantage both in years and under the WrestleMania spotlight, and he's going to need all of that here.
Blue Thunder Bomb, cover to retain. And it looked like Williams was going for that trick shot, jumping knee, and Sami was able to defend.
Well, they've pretty much all gone Trick's way, and this is where the questions start to come in for a younger competitor who is less experienced at this level. When things stop going your way, where's your resilience? Where's your mindset? How's your psyche going to handle this?
The referee in this matchup, Jason Ayers, backing the champion Sami Zayn off. Remember, Sami Zayn has the advantage. Trick's got a pin or submit him here tonight. And Sami Zayn now unloading on Williams, a bit uncharacteristic for Sami.
Well, certainly there are advantages to being the champ. There's also an advantage to having a little Yachty on the outside as your hype man. And as we've seen on SmackDown the past couple of weeks, doesn't mind getting physical at times too. Zayn's got to be aware of that.
Little Yachty checking on his guy, and Sami Zayn now outside the ring. Yachty better turn around.
Oh.
Sami Zayn now.
Well, Zayn has taken some shots from Yachty, as I just mentioned, and there is your payback.
Zayn's talked a lot about ride or die. Those are the fans that have been with him in the beginning through thick and thin, and still stick with him.
Wow.
Yachty is driven into the barricade.
Well, if Trick Williams did have an advantage on the outside, that advantage has now gone away, and it truly is one-on-one, and Trick looks to be in major trouble now.
Is that a sign that Trick
Killer
Williams is going to
instinct
win?
driving Trick into the post. This is what Sami had to do. Take Trick and the crowd completely out of this.
Oh!
Trick Williams at this point looks lost.
Oh! Well, remember, Trick Williams being on the grand stage of WrestleMania, a new thing for him. Sami Zayn That's very successful WrestleManias over the years.
You have so much adrenaline and excitement coming into your first WrestleMania. Has that?
Oh no!
My God, brain buster!
Right on the apron, a brain buster to Williams.
And that is absolutely devastating to Trick Williams, his host, landing high and tight right on the back of the neck, the back of the head.
And I got to say, Wade, you've been following the Sami story for weeks now on SmackDown. This is a much different Sami Zayn than I'm accustomed to.
Well, it had to be. Sami Zayn was taking too many L's. Sami Zayn was getting made a mockery of by people like Trick Williams, who's taunted him, called him the gingerbread man, told him he has no star appeal. Well, guess what? Sami Zayn has a hell of a lot in the tank. He might not look like the prototypical star like a Trick Williams, but boy, oh boy, can he fight.
Sami Zayn measuring Williams now, driving Williams to the barricade with a boot. You think
Fudge.
Sami not having an opportunity, well, he's had the opportunities,
And
but
a
hasn't been
kick.
able to cash in on a world championship, finally sent him over the edge.
Well, that's where it all went wrong at Royal Rumble earlier this year against the then champ Drew McIntyre. Lost the opportunity for gold, sank, and suddenly has turned things around in a big way.
I just want to point out that Sami was pointing to his knee pads. That's where the ride or die is painted on them.
Well, he's made it clear. People in the... Oh, the camera's getting high here. Wait a second.
Oh, Trick Williams falling down now. And the official
We're on 8.
close to a count out here at 8. A count of 9. Trick Williams barely beats the count into the ring. Barely.
Barely.
He might be right for the pickings now, and Sami Zayn knows that. But talking about the ride or dies, and referee, hey, we saw this a couple of weeks ago with Carmelo Hayes. Little distraction there from the referee who's trying to check on Trick Williams, and no hesitation to pounce there from Sami Zayn.
Just say what it is. It's a cheap shot.
It's a smart shot in my book, and plenty of people have done this too. And this is how he beat Carmelo Hayes.
Sami Zayn with Williams coming up in the corner. Zayn looking for an Aluva kick to put Trick Williams away. And now Little Yachty from behind, hanging Zayn up top rope. Bang! Cover! Almost had him.
Oh, with the referee's back turned, Little Yachty back from the dead, almost winning it for Trick Williams. One shot didn't do it. The second might no Cole.
Sami trying to drag himself to his feet. Went for the trick shot. Sami Zayn from behind. Rolls up Williams. Shoulders down. Kick out at 2 by Trick.
Such incredible speed of thought from Sami Zayn.
And exploder into the corner. And now Sami's got Williams exactly where he wants him.
Well, hype is temporary, but class is permanent. And Sami Zayn is class through and through from bell to bell.
Zayn measuring his man across the ring. Trick shot! Trick shot! From out of nowhere! Trick Williams wins the United States title!
Here is your
Well, we knew that. Oh, we all knew that that needed to happen. So,
United States
your winner and new United States champion, Trick
The
Williams.
emotion exploding within Trick Williams.
That trick. Whoop that
Trick
trick.
Willie Mania
Whoop that
reigns
trick.
supreme. The new United States champion.
And Trick Williams is officially anointed with the gold. Oh, this is where Sami Zayn was going in for the kill, and Little Yachty had been dropped earlier behind the referee's back, opening up for this big old boot to the face. Just a millisecond away from victory, but Sami Zayn, we know how deep he can dig. One exploder suplex later, and it was Sami's for the taking. Lining up for that haluva kick that has done so much damage, but simply beating him to the punch with that trick shot. Knee pad down, and we got a new champ.
As we have seen tonight at WrestleMania Sunday, how bright is the future for WWE? Oba Femi, the folks in the ladder match, and the new United States champion. And there are Trick Williams' mom and dad, front row, watching their son with an historic WrestleMania tonight.
despair of thought for Sami Zayn, whose world has just imploded. But tonight it is all about Trick Willie and his lemon pepper steppers that are going to be stepping out of Las Vegas carrying 10 pounds extra, namely the United States Championship. Little assist from Lil Yachty there, your guy.
And just the despair in the face of Sami Zayn. There was a temporary reprieve for a couple of weeks when Sami won the United States title. But Sami Zayn's got to figure out what's going on in his life, and fast.
Yeah, I talked about that, papering over the cracks for Sami Zayn when those cracks are exposed once again. But Trick Willie doesn't care. He's the champ.
Remember, you really in this.
As always, when they take a commercial break, so do we. We'll be right back.
The significance of the fight against the Demon.
A street fight he wanted no part of against an opponent he wanted no part of. The contract specifically said Finn Balor in a straight-up match, but that tyrant of a GM, Adam Pearce, has pulled the rug out of from underneath the greatest luchador of all time, Dirty Dom. But fear not, Dirty Dom always rises to the occasion. If you don't believe me, ask Liv Morgan.
On the Countdown show today, our general manager, Adam Pearce, made this a street fight where there are no rules. You win via pinfall or submission.
Dirty Dom was partying hard after his squeeze. Liv Morgan won World Championship gold. Well, the star-crossed lovers could have a magnificent weekend here in Las Vegas. And that mask.
You're a jackass.
Michael got right in the face. It was superb. He can play quarterback. Better than the Jets quarterbacks anyway.
I don't know what this liquid is that's all over me that was under this mask, whether it's sweat.
Championship juice.
Great, that's just what I need, Dominic's juice.
A lot of people want some of Dominic's juice. He's a real Lothario, and believe me, winning this matchup against a mortal nemesis, a former clubmate in the Judgment Day, will really cap a superb weekend.
And quickly.
Here comes the demon. Dominic's hiding in the corner. Nice.
man is alive. He's looking like a damn voodoo shaman. I mean, who the hell would want to fight that? Some of our deepest, darkest nightmares come to life. We're ready to throw down with Dirty Dom.
Well, Dom looks scared to death. He
Don't blame him.
talked a big game on the kickoff show this past Friday. I'm not scared of the demon. I'm going to go out there and take this guy out. Yeah, Dominic is yet to get wrecked.
Well, taking out Finn Balor was how this all began.
Yeah, one of the original members of the Judgment Day.
Dirty Dom has been a revolving cast in the Judgment Day since day one, until unceremoniously ejected by Dirty Dom and friends.
It was at WrestleMania last year. Dominic Mysterio pinned Finn Balor. If they don't pull away when they have cut to the title, and this is the first time these two have done one-on-one. And now Demon is making its way across the ring. And if you're the
Running, first of all, and then you kind of don't stop until you get the hell out of the stadium and into your rental car. However, I'm not Dirty Dom Mysterio, and Dirty Dom Mysterio is a prime fighter, and he's a champion.
Yeah, the AAA Mega Champion. He's held it for over 200 days. Actually won the championship here in Las Vegas. Nice takedown by the Demon, who now unloads on Dominic Mysterio.
And here's the issue with this demon persona of Finn Balor. This is his alter ego where he can unleash his darkest instincts. It's primal and it's almost unstoppable.
It's where his artistic and wrestling sides meet. His personality changes, he says, when the war paint goes on. To your point, the more aggressive side is channeled.
It's also where his highest career moment, winning the World Championship back in 2016, was under this persona. So this does not bode well, given this horrific start for Dirty Dom.
Yeah, Dominic just trying to get back somehow into this fight as the Demon wipes out Mysterio to the floor. Listen, Dirty Dom brought all of this upon himself.
I'll tell you right now, Dirty Dom was originally the errand boy for the Judgment Day. He wanted to seize power. You only doing that by taking out the top dog, and that top dog was Finn Balor.
Remember, a street fight means anything goes. Balor now, I should say Demon now, with a kendo stick. That's all he needs.
Major retribution after the abuse thrown at Finn Balor over the past several months.
Well, Dominic did just what he does to anybody who's his elder. Look at his dad, Rey Mysterio. He finally said, I'm better than you. I don't need you. And what does he do? He kicks him out of the group.
He does it to anybody who disrespects him, and Finn Balor certainly disrespected Dirty Dom.
And now Dirty Dom out of the way. It takes the Demon down. And finally, for the first time tonight, Dominic's on offense.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue in a street fight. You spend time looking for weaponry. You take your eye off your opponent.
And now Dom unloading with a kendo stick to the Demon. And he's got the Demon reeling now.
Kendo stick getting swung around with wild abandon. You can have someone's eye out with that.
You might stop flexing and get in the ring while you've got the Demon down.
If you were as sexy as Dirty Dom, you'd be flexing too, Michael Cole. But as it stands, please keep your suit on.
This is the 7th time there's been a street fight in the history of WrestleMania. Believe it or not, just doing a little research here. I want to thank my stat guys back in Connecticut, John Chick, Greg Miller, for all the great help this weekend. Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor have both been in 3 street fight matches in their career. I'm surprised at that stat, especially as it comes to Dominic.
Well, Dirty Dom is a well-rounded competitor. It's why he's had so much career success, and the fact that people like you are still naysayers to this day blows my mind, Michael Cole. Learn some respect.
Wait, naysayer is not the right word as you see Dominic go after Demon. I completely think Dominic's a great athlete. He's been a great champion. It's the way he carries himself, the way he disrespects his dad, the way he disrespects elders like Finn Balor. That's what gets me about Mysterio.
Well, if you treat Dirty Dominic Mysterio badly, he will repay that tenfold, and certainly his dad, Rey Mysterio, treated him horribly, and Finn Balor of late has done the same.
That's one way to look at it.
Well, the entire history of Finn Balor over the past 4 years, the success has all revolved around the numbers game of the day. And Finn Balor turned his back on that.
And now the Demon with a sling blade.
This is the Demon now ratcheting up through the gears, taking punishment, and it's just bounced off it.
And Dominic caught him with a super kick. And Mysterio's, he's very resilient. There's no doubt about that.
And he's the master of the 619.
From the other side, connecting to the Demon. And now, gonna go up top. What a win this would be for Dominic Mysterio. Frog splash, cover. Isn't enough to put the Demon away? Kick out at one. Referee Sean Bennett couldn't believe how quick that was.
Yeah, that was absolutely freakish. Dom has won countless matches with that combo. Simply not enough tonight against this version of the Demon.
And you know, in many ways, Demon now. Down goes Dom.
Just otherworldly athleticism from this man. How do you possibly contend with an opponent who is capable of what the Demon is?
Dominic sent into the corner by the Demon. Now the Demon measuring his man. And again into the corner goes Dom.
Teeing off at will, and nothing Dom is doing now is working.
Well, he's in the drop zone too, and he better get out of there, or it could be the end for Dirty Dom. Went for the coup de grace, and Dominic Mysterio with a steel chair off the face of the Demon.
Tremendous presence of mind there from Dom.
Hook of the leg. Demon this time at 2, a near fall from Mysterio.
Yeah, well, that was a late kick out there after the steel glanced off the skull of the Demon. Take another look at this attempt at a coup de grace that would have ended it. Met with cold, hard steel to the forehead. And that is a late kick out there. Suddenly the Demon not feeling quite as imposing as he was several moments ago.
And Dominic now taking this opportunity to pull out some more hardware.
And with the Demon down, build a method of destruction, a method of torture that will finish the job for good.
What a weekend it would be for the Judgment Day if Dom can win tonight. Liv Morgan won the world title last night at WrestleMania Saturday, Dom's girlfriend.
Well, they're 1-1 right now. Poor J.D. McDonough unsuccessful in the ladder match earlier tonight. It was incredible, but not quite enough on the night. For this to tip it in the favor of the Judgment Day, but I do not like the look in the eyes of the Demon here.
See, Dominic took a little bit too much time there, and the Demon able to capitalize.
The street, oh God, here we go.
Demon though, almost into the table, able to stop himself. Another sling blade to Dom.
But all the momentum now back squarely with the Demon.
Super kick stops the Demon in his tracks. Now into the table, which collapses on the Demon.
Just a bone-crunching thud there from the Demon. I don't care what mystical powers you may have. That will take anybody down. Oh, God.
Well, Dom going for a super 619 now. Connecting, and the Demon stunned.
With an absolute thud. And now it surely is game over.
Frog splash, cover. Demon again at 2. And now if you're Dominic, you got to do, what the hell do I do to put this guy away?
Well, it's a combination of disbelief and sheer fear at this point, because a 619 steel assisted, followed up by a beautifully executed frog splash. It should be over, but somehow, unfathomably, it's not.
You saw Dominic almost questioning himself moments ago. As you look on, massive crowd again tonight, over 50,000 at Allegiant Stadium. Completely legal, street fight rules, steel chair, wearing out the Demon.
Just an example of superstars raising their game on the biggest stage of them all here at WrestleMania. You have to dig deeper than normal.
Now what's he looking for? Now another table, first one broke. Let's, to Dom's advantage, let's do it again.
It broke due to the carcass of the Demon being thrown through it. One didn't do it, maybe two will.
Demon has not moved since getting worn out with a chair.
Absolutely walloped 4 or 5 times in a row. knocking the stuffing out of the Demon, whose hopes at this point look to be going up in smoke.
I mean, this would be a massive upset for Dominic Mysterio tonight.
He's having issues with this table, and just a beat extra there could always prove pivotal in this kind of match. And now getting mocked by this audience. It's disgraceful from this packed attendance here in Las Vegas.
Why is it disgraceful? Uh-oh, Demon's up.
That's why it's disgraceful. They distracted him, and now the Demon is in full command.
And Dominic Mysterio about to get worn out.
Just savagely beating Dirty Dom Mysterio in a match that Dirty Dom wanted no part of, to be clear.
Well, a little payback for what Dom and JD McDonough did to Finn Balor. The night they kicked him out of Judgment Day.
Oh, God, what are you cooking up here?
Well, Dom is trapped in the steel chair. Oh, my goodness.
Dom's neck just snapped backwards.
Dom may be out. The Demon going up top.
Dom's defenseless.
Coup de grace through the table. The Demon wins.
Here is your winner, the Demon, Finn Balor.
Well, an incredibly grisly affair. A ferocious beatdown of both men. But this man, the Demon, may be superhuman after what he absorbed to bounce back and score victory.
Well, Dirty Dom, as I mentioned before, brought all of this upon himself.
Maybe living with regret for a long time. This is when Finn Balor went ham with that steel chair. The Demon completely taking control of this in the closing moments. This dropkick did major damage to the neck of Dirty Dom, but this was the moment that finished it for good. The coup de grace off the top rope through a table, and the broken and battered body of Dirty Dominic Mysterio simply had no chance from there.
The Demon has risen, and he's slain Dirty Dom.
This August, from the home of the Minnesota Vikings, 2 epic nights of WWE SummerSlam.
Welcome everyone to the biggest event of the summer.
Are you ready? SummerSlam, Saturday, August 1st and Sunday, August 2nd.
I cannot wait for SummerSlam, but this is WrestleMania Sunday. We're in the desert in Las Vegas, and coming up next, there's a storm on the way. Jade, Rhea for the title.
As always, when they take a commercial break, so do we. We'll be right back.
Ringside tonight, Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. I want to know, Wade, why on earth we don't get an on-camera this entire show until we actually have a special guest with us at ringside. Please welcome our Priority Pass VIP guest for this match, Adam Weitzman. Adam is here, sitting at ringside with Wade and I for the next matchup.
Welcome aboard, Adam. It's good that I've finally got a decent commentary partner, somebody who doesn't perennially lie like Michael Cole.
Great partner you are.
The best.
Once again, the outfits that Jade Cargill wears, some of the goofiest stuff I've ever seen. Like, in comparison to Seth Rollins, like, way more goofy.
Career at WrestleMania and hopes to continue that winning streak tonight. Because for the first time ever, she goes one-on-one with the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. We know Jade Cargill will bring the juice.
This is one of the greatest physical specimens, male or female, this industry has ever seen, but it ain't just looks. This woman knows exactly how to use it. A supreme being, a supreme athlete, a supreme champion.
escape from an insane asylum because she says Jade Cargill has been driving her insane over the past couple of months. This is her opportunity to break out and win the gold.
Say Jade Cargill has driven a lot of people insane in many different ways, but namely the women's locker room through her sheer dominance has looked unstoppable since winning the WWE Women's Championship. Nobody has really come close to dethroning her, but undoubtedly this is the biggest test left that there is. WrestleMania and Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Ripley earned this match by winning the Elimination Chamber. Rhea has not held a world title in over a year. She hopes to end that drought tonight.
And we know from history that Rhea Ripley can hit the heights at WrestleMania, one of the greatest matches I've personally ever seen. 3 years ago, SoFi Stadium, WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. That was really the big coming out party for Rhea Ripley at the very top level of this industry, and she's never looked back.
Let's head up to the ring now, and the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley. And her opponent from Vero Beach, Florida, she is the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill said that, I don't need the championship. I'm a star. I'm a prototype. For Rhea Ripley, this is about defending the honor of our industry against who she says is an outsider, who's having success at this level. It is time to teach Jade Cargill a lesson. That's what Rhea Ripley says tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree any more strongly with what Ripley just said there. Jade Cargill is not an outsider. Jade Cargill had a very different path to get here than Rhea Ripley, but here she is because she's earned it, she deserves it, and she has the gold for a reason, and only, well, several reasons, and only one of those is because she looks damn good with it.
It's going to be an interesting matchup for Rhea because Rhea's not used to being in a match with someone as powerful and as big as she is.
Yeah, not at all. Jade Cargill has presence, power, and aura, all from that body built in the heavens. And now Rhea Ripley, used to being the dominant one in the ring, may not have it her own way for once.
And now Jade powering Rhea into the ropes, and the official gonna tell Cargill to break as Jade says, get out of my face. Not the only time that officials heard that. And now, oh, Jade with a shoulder tackle.
I'll tell you right now, there's some real hatred between these two women. Oh, we've seen it spill out from the ring all the way into social media. There's some locker room friction between them. They need to be kept separated behind the scenes at Raw, SmackDown, and indeed at WrestleMania. But now,
and
there's no holding them back.
From behind, and a kick delivered. And now up goes Cargill, and down she goes face first. Ripley now, basement drop kick. And Cargill out to the apron and outside the ring.
Well, a wake-up call there for Jade Cargill. Undoubtedly the most skilled in-ring competitor is Rhea Ripley, but incredibly smart and crafty is Jade Cargill.
Jade claims it's jealousy and it's bitterness.
And I agree.
Power slam.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Covered by the champ. Kick out.
Look, it's easy to hate on Jade Cargill if you are sharing a locker room with her. Of course, everyone taking a picture, a photograph, they want Jade Cargill first. They roll the red carpet out for Jade Cargill because she just looks like a star. People don't want to accept that she can back it up, but the truth is she certainly can.
Maybe she should treat people better. And look at her taking out Rhea Ripley now in the corner.
Two women who see themselves as the most dominant, legitimate, and alpha competitors in the world and are simply not prepared to take a backward step from one another.
Oh, and Jade now right to the small of the back of Ripley. This has been great strategy so far for Cargill.
Well, everything's worked so far. Ripley had a little flurry in there, but now pure power has taken over. And you have to say, based on the early goings here, the power advantage is firmly in the corner of Jade Cargill.
And again, a bit of a wake-up call perhaps for Rhea tonight.
Yeah, you're not going to have it easy. You might talk some smack. You might say this woman is not worthy. There's a reason she has the gold. There's a reason she's right here at WrestleMania, and the world talks about her.
And I actually like the fact that she rolled into the ring to break up the count. She wants to pin Ripley tonight and prove to the world who's the boss.
Well, we all know Rhea Ripley does not want to win anything easily. She wants to prove her dominance every single time. Well, exactly the same mindset is Jade Cargill.
Now Cargill with Rhea up and down goes Ripley. Here's the cover. Is it enough? In a kick out by Cargill.
It's a nice blue thunder bomb there, but it didn't do enough, and that might have antagonized Jade Cargill a little bit here.
And now Cargill measuring Ripley, who's in a bit of trouble. Look at the smile on I'm going to say smile on Cargill's face, but Rhea's as well.
Well, Rhea's somebody who does not feel fear pain. We certainly know that much. Oh, wow.
Nice takedown, and look at this.
Crossface applied in the center of the ring, and I like that from Jade Cargill. Big swing and a miss.
And I like
from Rhea Ripley.
I like the quickness we saw out of Cargill there as well.
She almost baited Ripley in there, gave it a little pause, gave her a little space. Ripley thought, now it's my turn. No, it's not.
Rhea trying to fight out of this.
Yeah, easier said than done with someone as powerful as Jade Cargill, but wait a second here. There is a huge flame to be powering up. It just took a beat too long for Rhea Ripley.
And Ripley now once again down.
Oh,
God! Jade, stop your inner tracks with that kick.
A capoeira kick right to the side of the head of Jade Cargill. She was not anticipating that. Such a strange angle for a kick to come from. And clearly Cargill has never experienced that before.
And Ripley now trying to find something, anything to give her hope in this match. Down goes Cargill, and now Ripley unloading. Ground and pound away, and now it's Jade Cargill turning things around on Rhea. Now we're in a fight. And now Jade's down. Does Rhea have a chance here?
Well, Ripley now growing in confidence after riding out that storm. Excuse the pun, and oh my God.
Ripley, Cargill down. She landed awkwardly. Covered by Ripley. Hook of the leg and a kick out. Jade landed right on her face.
Well, historically speaking, when Rhea Ripley feels like her dominance is threatened, that's when the best of Ripley comes out to play. And I feel like we're nearing that territory now, but the question is, how much damage has Ripley already absorbed?
Rhea trying to regroup here.
Trying to shake off those cobwebs.
Back to her feet. Looking for Riptide.
Looking to end this thing.
On Cargill. Jade, though, able to counter with a hip toss.
Well, Cargill is simply too powerful.
Jade sent through out to the apron. Catches Rhea with a right. Up over the top now.
Nice.
Lands on her feet. Back elbow by Rhea. Kick by Jade.
Cargill's just a step ahead.
Spine buster. Rhea kicks it too.
How impressive has Jade Cargill been in that ring tonight? She's done everything correct. She's making Rhea Ripley look average, and I never thought I would say that.
It's a great way to put it.
It's unthinkable, and it might be the end here, Cole.
Jade looking for Jaded. Rhea Ripley in deep, deep trouble, able to slip underneath. Pinning combination for the championship, and a kick out.
Well, just when you start writing Cargill off, oh God.
Rhea trying to fight out of this now. Rhea, nice takedown with a Hurricane Rana.
Some lucha skills showing off now.
And Rhea now with a kick.
Just shows you the breadth of the offense that Rhea Ripley is capable of. That's that veteran presence now kicking in. Plan A didn't. Oh, wait a second.
Look who's here.
It's Michin the Menace, who has been attacking Ripley on behalf.
Ripley looking for
the
Razor's Edge, and B-Fab saving Jade Cargill from a Razor's Edge there.
Well, Cargill recruited B-Fab and Michin over recent weeks to attack Rhea Ripley.
Shoulder first.
The referee missed the entire thing.
And now the official dealing with Jade again. This is going to allow Michin with yet another cheap shot. 3-on-1 affair here against Ripley.
Michin being an absolute menace on the outside of the ring here, and Ripley, it might be good night time.
Jade with Ripley up on her shoulders. Electric chair possession into the sandstorm. The sandstorm by Cargill and a kick out.
I mean, it was a kick out, but it was a lazy kick out at best. There's very little left in Rhea Ripley as we see the growing, expanding arsenal of Jade Cargill, who knew she had to try something different tonight against the competitor as accomplished as Rhea Ripley had almost got the job done.
Well, so we got two people on the ringside that are distracting Rhea as well.
Whatever it takes, you know full well Mammy is going to bring it. And you have to be at your absolute best, and maybe more if you're going to beat her. Well, the plan was in. The plan didn't work. Now we'd be hastily putting together plan B here.
Well, Jade trying to tell Michin and B-Fab to do something to Rhea. They got to be careful. Rhea's got backup.
And just the kind of backup you want.
Io Sky.
Rhea Ripley's best friend in the industry, perhaps coming to save the day.
Io Sky putting on a show.
Showtime.
That back fist and another one delivered to Michin. Moonsault!
And the genius.
Ripley's back in the ring.
Genius of the Sky doing her thing. Look out, Jade.
Rhea Ripley with a headbutt.
Oh shit, Riptide?
Went for Riptide. Jade slipped behind.
Jade's too big and strong.
Big pump kick. Cargill countered the Riptide. We're looking for Jade on Ripley. Ripley slips underneath. What a counter. What a counter. Riptide. Rhea wins the WWE title.
Here is your winner and new WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
You called Seth Rollins Mr. WrestleMania last night. We are now looking at the growth of Rhea Ripley into Miss WrestleMania as she wins her 4th World Championship here tonight in Las Vegas.
While the biggest women's wrestling star on the planet is now clad once again in WWE World Gold. Thanks in small part for her bud, Io Sky, who came down to neutralize Michin and B-Fab. And this was the moment things turned around for Rhea Bloody Ripley, hitting one big Riptide. Well, one attempt at a Riptide denied.
But watch this counter. I want you to watch this counter by Rhea. Jade was going to put this away with Jaded, and watch Rhea here.
Yeah, such a unique ability to escape and immediately get back onto your nuclear weapon. The Riptide connects. What a reign for Jade Cargill, but there's a new Mammy in town.
All right, guys.
The Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, once again on top of the world in WWE as she celebrates with her bestie Io Sky tonight. Oh wait, those folks over on SmackDown are going to learn a lot about Rhea Ripley. We learned a lot about her on Monday Night Raw. The locker room better be ready. And it definitely doesn't stop, because you know where we are 3 weeks from this weekend? We're in Tampa. It is Backlash, and you know what happens at Backlash? Backlash from WrestleMania. That's the next time we're on the ESPN app with the unlimited plan. Around the world, they are watching WrestleMania tonight, including in Mexico City, Mexico. They were thrilled by the luchadors here tonight. Melbourne, Australia. Love that city. Quezon City in the Philippines enjoying the show tonight, as is Dublin, Ireland. Had to be happy with the performance of the Demon. And Glasgow, Scotland, enjoying WrestleMania.
As always,
This summer, the world arrives.
when they take a break, so do we.
Packed with moments. This WrestleMania night is also packed with people. It is officially time to announce tonight's attendance. The official attendance for night 2 is 55,255, which makes the overall weekend attendance 106,072.
Not a record. Definitely not a record.
There is a reason this is the greatest spectacle in sports entertainment.
So now this is a bittersweet moment for me, because that officially concludes my duties as your host. I can't tell you how much it means to me to be here. I wanted to take a second to give you a heartfelt thank you.
Oh, no, no, no. You're not going to give them some heartfelt moments. You left a hole in their heart that I have had to fill. I am the locker room leader now. I am teaching all of them my 3 core values of master, inspire, zone in. I didn't get my WrestleMania moment last year, and I am not leaving this ring until I get my WrestleMania moment here at WrestleMania 42.
Mike, good to see you. Sorry, you are? John Cena, how you doing? WrestleMania host. What I'm hearing is you want a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
Fine, go. You got it.
Well, thank you.
We got history.
Watch and learn, Cena. Buckle up, Vegas, because I...
Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, it's that little weirdo!
He's no weirdo. Wait. Oh my goodness, what is happening? They're little Danhausens. Danhausens has midgets. What? And before all you guys get mad at me on social media, this group asked us to call them that. Midgets.
You knew about this?
Yeah, I did.
Get security and get him stopped.
And look at Danhausen driving the Danhausen-mobile. That's like the Scooby-Doo van, but in Danhausen style.
This guy gives me the creeps.
How could you not like Danhausen?
Very, very easily, as a matter of fact. This weird little theater kid.
Look at these guys, look at them go.
I don't like looking at them.
Wait a minute, is that another one? Oh no, that's Stewie the cameraman, sorry.
This is an absolute farce of a spectacle, ruining the greatest show of the year.
Wait a minute. Danhausen has a blimp flying around this stadium.
Well,
He's obviously over.
Get me a BB gun. I want that thing taken down post haste.
This may be the greatest WrestleMania moment ever. I mean, ever.
Well, quite simply, the complete opposite of that is true. The most disastrous revolution.
Hey guys, what's up? How are you?
Stay away from me. Get away from the desk. Shoot.
Man, I wish Regal was here.
How old are they?
55.
Grubby little fingers.
It says 55.
Thank you, camera boy Nicholas.
What the hell was that noise?
Greetings, humans! I am Danhausen. Very nice, very evil. And I have finally made it to WrestleMania-hausen! Speaking of which, I've got something to say to you. Pardon, excuse me. Huge fan, Hausen, love everything you do. Don't shake his hand. He is sitting in here with 2 goats and a soon-to-be goat, and he is turning a WrestleMania 42 into a circus. If I wanted to see Wizard of Oz, I would have went down the street. What the hell are you looking at? Kit, you are toxic.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's more like it. And it's all legal. You said they were 55.
Hey, dude, don't touch him! What are you gonna do about it? Famous Davis! Get him!
Oh, yeah!
That's illegal!
Dog pile!
Here we go!
He punched him in the crown jewels!
And Miz is irate. He's tossing these guys all over the ring.
Oh, these toxic
Oh, look
little
at right in front of
twerps.
us. Kent Wilson's getting mugged.
He's getting swarmed. Wait a second!
And now Danhausen,
Are you encouraging this?
well, I am. Miz wanted to renew his vows. Danhausen messed it up, and now Miz can't have kids anymore.
He punched him in the meat and 2 veg.
I think it's going to be the 5-knuckle shuffle. Hausen.
I told you this was going to turn into a farce.
Miz, I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh, my goodness. Leave!
Oh, yeah, you fooled us all there, pal.
And then the midgets on the other side are
I
going
think the
under
lights
ring,
are supposed to go out before they run under the ring. Isn't that how the gag works? Great job lighting, guys.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Retired life is awesome. WrestleMania is unexpected, huh? It's also the grandest stage of them all. And there is no showcase bigger than our next. Because next up is your main event! Enjoy!
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, our main event.
As always, guys, when they take a break, so do we. Maybe not break. Always hated you.
WrestleMania. I brought you to the dance. You brought the other two, not me. You took a 10-year vacation, and then I let you back here, and what do? You screw me. You take my wise word, and you almost brainwashed me. I mean, you're a champion. I can see right through you. You got thin skin. He's got time to tweet, but he doesn't have time to come to Chicago. Mocking me in my back like I'm some boy. Who's the real Tribal Chief? I mean, come on. Roman can't do anything without his cousin. We're the only reason this place is where it's at. This is my show. That title on your waist, it's an embarrassment. Because at the end of the day, you're old. Now I'm gonna bury you. Bury you next to your father. I'd watch how you talk about my family. You know what to do. Get down.
We didn't bring you back to be champion, no.
I understand why this company sends your beltless ass to Jimmy Fallon.
Because I'm a way bigger star than you.
It's because you're safe and you're boring and you're plastic.
At Mania, this backup plan, it ends.
Take a look at that sign. It's the last time you're gonna main event.
Oh, that's it.
Welcome to my main event. There's one way WrestleMania ends. The Tribal Chief takes back over and new.
Still,
You will acknowledge
the best in the world.
Acknowledge me.
Ladies and gentlemen, up next, what is being called one of the greatest main events in WrestleMania history. Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. All right, wrestling fans, we got something exciting for you. A special look at one of the most anticipated movies of the year, Street Fighter, coming to theaters this October. Check it out.
Gathered here are the world's best fighters.
I won't deny it, I'm a street fighter.
But only one of which will be crowned the world champion of Street Fighter.
3, 2, 1, fight.
You win.
Perfect.
This tournament is not what it seems. We have to be ready. Boom.
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu.
Perfect.
Why is everyone so fired up? It's a Stanley Cup Finals.
As always, when they take a commercial break, so do we. We'll be right back.
acknowledge the tribal chief.
He walks on water, he glides to the ring. To the whole world, this is the main event of WrestleMania, but to Roman Reigns, this is home.
And it is home for this reason. Tonight marks the record 11th main event at WrestleMania for Roman Reigns. No one's close. Even the immortal Hulk Hogan, who's in second place, only had 8 main events. Roman Reigns has made WrestleMania his.
It's clobbering time!
A man who brought me on board and mentored me when I started in this company. And of course, Davey Coates, who was so important and instrumental in bringing WWE on live international tours for many, many years. And on the back of CM Punk's jacket, he pays homage to the late, great Harley Race, one of the true influences in the career of the man known in the best in the world.
The challenger from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC
Roman
and his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
It is a big fight feel in the city that knows all about epic confrontations. In Las Vegas, CM Punk, the World Heavyweight Champion, in his very first WrestleMania main event in a one-on-one match against the man who has headlined now 11 WrestleManias. A man who is unfamiliar as being introduced as the challenger. The Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Reigns and Punk set to square off one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh man, we are getting a real life what if right now. This is like Jordan versus LeBron in a one-on-one game. That thing you always wanted to see. Usually, you only get this in a video game, but we are getting it live in living color right now.
Roman Reigns told Punk, you want to play tough guy? You're not on my level. You'll never be on my level. And I'm going to prove that to you tonight. I'm going to embarrass you on the grandest stage of all
right, guys,
in a matchup
go.
that's extremely personal. They've talked about their families. They've talked about their legacy. And now it comes down to this. Who truly is the best in the world?
We'll put it right now, Michael Cole. They've talked a lot of trash to one another, said you're not as good as me, but both men have shown up here tonight in Vegas in the best shape of their career. Abs popping. That's a level of respect.
Okay, Ray, let's talk strategy. If you're Roman Reigns, what do you do to win the world title tonight?
Well, it's pure power against a man who simply cannot match you in that department. Reigns, the bigger, stronger athlete, that has to be the go-to.
If you're CM Punk, how do you keep the gold?
You lean on the fact that you are so proud of your heritage, your history in this game, your deep range of attacks. Catch Roman Reigns with something he's simply not prepared for. Right from the off, you see how agitated Roman Reigns is. I feel already Punk is in the mind of Roman Reigns here.
Yeah, the question has been over the past few weeks, who is in control mentally? Has it been Punk? Has it been Roman?
I don't know if CM Punk has ever not been in control mentally of any rivalry in the history of his career. At least he would believe so.
Things starting to heat up. Side headlock now by Punk. Animosity began back in 2012 when the Shield burst on the scene. Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns at the behest of CM Punk. Roman told me in an interview, Punk was nice to them for 2 weeks, and then he turned into an ass, you know what I mean. And Punk would turn his back on them.
Yeah, it was clearly never a benevolent act from Punk. At the time, it was a move to help protect Punk at the top of the card. This is a different CM Punk these days.
Even things up.
But that one rocked the champ.
And then CM Punk would leave the company for almost a decade. Roman Reigns would come into his own. CM Punk with a disrespectful slap to Roman. Roman would carry this company through some of the most important times in its history, including the pandemic era, and then one of the greatest title reigns of all time. Then Punk would return to much fanfare, which ticked off Roman Reigns. Roman now, Samoan drop to Punk.
And this is Roman showing early that I have the power. I control the pace in this ring, not you, Punk. There's going to be no quick victory here tonight, I promise you that. Both men so durable, can dig deep, so motivated. That's why they are right here where they belong in the main event.
And Punk now with a chop to Reigns. That just ticked Reigns off, who delivers a right hand. The thing about Punk, he can't get into a fist fight with Roman. That's not going to help him. He's got to outwit Reigns tonight. It's that cerebral power of Punk that can help him in this match.
I promise you, CM Punk knows every angle and every strategy. He's thought it all through. He never once thought he was going to win a slugfest with Roman Reigns.
And now Roman sending Punk over the top rope to the floor. Remember, Punk's got the champ's advantage. Reigns has got to pin or submit Punk to win the title tonight. And our official, Rod Zapata, who has to control this match, begins the count. And now Roman Reigns steps out of the ring, always in control. Never a hurry for Reigns.
Nor should they be. That has been the strategy of Roman Reigns going back over a decade. It's what's led him to main event after main event here at WrestleMania. But looking for some breathing room now is the champ, and he's going to get none.
And now Punk is going to get bounced off the table, was able to block, and now it's Roman Reigns who goes head first into the Spanish announce desk. And now it's Punk unloading, looking around. Roman Reigns now sends Punk into the barricade.
It's that effortless power of Reigns that has come to the fore once again, just when it looked like Punk may have built up a little head of steam. Turned around in the blink of an eye and hold on here.
And smart move by Reigns back into the ring to break the count. And now brings the fight again to Punk here outside. Right hand, Punk lands on our table.
Roman Reigns is just the picture of effortless calm. Never one to panic, always in control. And
look out of the way.
Trying my best.
And Punk now sent into the WWE Universe. Roman telling the official, just hang on one sec, back into the ring to break the count. You got to believe Rod Zapata. Wait a minute. Roman up on our announce table.
Roman, jump on Roman.
Reigns again. Standing on our announce table here. Punk took a seat in the front row. The point I was going to make is you got to believe the official.
Well, suckering in Roman Reigns there, playing a little possum. Now back on the attack is the champion.
You got to believe the official's going to give some leeway here in this match.
Well, so should he. Nobody wants to see this one cheaply.
Punk now off the barricade to take out Roman.
The whole world.
Punk now is feeling it.
They're mocking Roman.
That is the stubbornness, the defiance, the charisma that has led CM Punk to have the career he was never supposed to have.
Yeah, but maybe Punk should worry about Reigns, who just took him off the table to the floor hard.
And that was tailbone first for CM Punk.
You know, it's been said a number of times that CM Punk's arrogance can hurt him, Wade, and we saw an example of that there.
CM Punk would never be anywhere near the main event of WrestleMania if he didn't have said arrogance. Yes, at times it catches him.
Cover by Roman Reigns for the world title.
But without that, CM Punk would not be the man he is today. Let's face it.
You like that, huh? Yeah, mock me again, bitch. Mock me again, huh? That's what happens, huh? This ain't promo day. It ain't Twitter, son. Oh.
Now Roman's in his element. Punk still fighting back. A man who's been an underdog a lot of his career, Wade. We know about the guts and the hearts and the determination of Punk. Oh, and a big boot to Punk. Here's the cover. Hook of the leg. And a kick out. Punk talked to us earlier today, and he talked about how he knows he's lucky, how he knows it's a special time for him to be world champion. He would have never been in this position, but Seth Rollins got hurt. So then he had the opportunity to take on Jey Uso at Saturday night's main event, where he won the title. Punk said he's going to live every day understanding that he wasn't supposed to be here.
Yeah, some people don't get invited. They have to break right into heaven, and that is what CM Punk did.
Oh!
But heaven ain't feeling too good right now. It's starting to feel like burning fires in hell.
Punk, of course, brought into this mess Roman's late great father, Sika, Wild Samoans, who once competed at WrestleMania. That brought this to another level. Roman said no one in his legendary family respects CM Punk. Oh, Punk with that massive clothesline by Reigns. Cover, hook of the leg, near fall for the world title.
And there is just an extra level of stank on every shot that Roman Reigns is throwing at CM Punk. He said it himself when he won the Royal Rumble, immediately choosing CM Punk. Why? Because Punk, I hate you. I hate everything about you. And now that is playing out in the ring.
Remember, both of these men were involved in that triple threat with Rollins last year at WrestleMania, where Heyman and Rollins would join forces. And now Roman Reigns locked and loaded in the corner. Punk trying to hang on. Went for a Superman punch. Punk sidestep. Clothesline to Reigns.
The beat too long. You can't do that against someone as good as CM Punk, even when you think you've got him beat.
Punk from the top rope crossbody. And now pounded away on Roman Reigns. Punk showing that he can pound and ground with the best of them.
Punk is just unfading here, and he's taken a hell of a beating already from Roman Reigns, but now giving it back in spades.
Yeah, but how many times during his title reign have we thought Punk was down and out, that it was all over, and he was able to fight back?
Just go back to that matchup at SummerSlam
Oh!
against Gunther, written off a million times, but somehow, some way, found a path to victory.
That heel kick by CM Punk, shocking Roman.
And this is that grit inside CM Punk. From hard scrabble beginnings in this industry, scratching and clawing for every opportunity. This is that grit that could prove a path to victory now for CM Punk.
That's the running bulldog by Punk. And Punk says, let's go nighty-night. Looking for the go to sleep to retain the world title.
Well, it's always been the killer blow from CM Punk. Connect with this. Victory is yours. History tells us that.
Punk measuring Roman. He's trying to get his wits about him, trying to make it back to his feet. I don't think he's going to like what's going to meet him there.
Reigns is in shock right now. And
Punk now got him in position,
bounce.
looking for the GTS. Reigns, though, able to deliver a couple of elbows and post Punk in the corner.
And that burst of adrenaline just when you need it. That is a signature of Roman Reigns.
Superman punch, another signature. Punk's down. Is he out? No, kick out.
I mean, how impressive is the resistance here of a perfectly executed Superman punch straight to the left of the jaw of CM Punk. That's a KO in anyone's money, but not tonight.
Roman says he feels naked without a championship. He should have gold around his waist. For 1,316 days, he held the WWE Championship as he ruled with an iron fist over WWE. He wants to get back to the top here tonight.
I mean, how odd was it watching Roman Reigns come to the ring first tonight on his entrance.
And Punk, though, met him with a high knee. Punk had Reigns outsmarted there. And another running high knee by Punk.
And now completely surprising Reigns by this pace, this deep into the matchup.
That short arm clothesline by Punk, another one taking Reigns down.
And Punk looking completely assertive at this stage in the match. I don't think anyone saw
Nice
this
neck
coming.
breaker. Well, Punk's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got a lot to prove, Wade.
I mean, he's been proving it his entire career. And like Roman was spotted for the top from the very beginning, to his credit.
And now
he's
Roman,
proven management right there.
out to the floor. Here comes Punk. Suicide dive. Reigns driven into the Spanish announce table.
That lower back hit hard right on the corner of that table, and there's no respite whatsoever.
Punk doing what he wants, his way, which has been his career. Reigns bounced off our table.
And you just see the belief in CM Punk. Thinks he's got this completely in hand now. And perhaps that is sapping the strength out of Roman Reigns.
Roman has been all out of sorts here as Punk has taken control of this match.
Just peppering Roman Reigns with shots here. The OTC looking absolutely spent on the desk here. And now Punk is the one breaking the count temporarily. Okay.
Well, Roman Reigns is out on our announce desk here. The referee admonishing Punk, but
Punk's got that look in his eye. Punk's got some big ideas.
oh my God, Punk going up to the top rope. Roman's in trouble here on the desk. And Roman Reigns, Punk took too much time.
And a recovery just in the nick of time for Roman Reigns there as disaster loomed.
Nice elbow from Punk to Reigns as these two battle out on the apron.
Well, back to that slugfest that CM Punk surely did not want any part of, but he's holding his own here.
Paintbrush boot by Roman.
And these are just all shots, oh God, that would drop a normal human being, not these two.
Human being.
And Roman's got Punk hung up.
Well, they tied up there. A lot of strain on that left knee of CM Punk.
And again, the referee in this match, Wade, letting a lot go. And you can't blame him. One of the most anticipated main events in WrestleMania history.
Like a human punch bag here. This could be very dangerous.
CM Punk's defenseless. Roman Reigns is teeing off on Punk. Punk can't defend himself here.
That is why it's a master plan from the OTC. Oh, God.
Oh, no. Roman Reigns, Superman punch to a helpless Punk.
And he's not stopping there, Cole.
Another one. Well, you know, the officials got to step in here and try to get Punk out of this situation. This is dangerous now for Punk.
Just shot after shot, the biggest shots imaginable. And Punk is toast.
Roman unloading on the champion. We're looking right in his eyes. Glossed over, eyes in the back of his head.
Blood rushing to the brain. Covered in bruises around that forehead, those temples. Well, you know full well.
And I think he's bleeding from the mouth.
Well, Roman
I think
smells
Punk is
blood.
bleeding from the mouth.
Probably loosened a few teeth in the process. And now, I don't know what the hell Roman Reigns is cooking up. And this could risk a disqualification.
Rod, you got to do something. Rod, you got to get in here. No, the steps off the face of CM Punk. And I know you got to give leeway in this match, right?
Oh, God, Punk is in a real mess.
Oh,
God.
Yeah, Punk's been busted open by those steps.
Oh, Roman needs to be really careful. He's really lost it here. And I'm surprised the ref didn't throw that out.
Well,
you're right, though. It's the main event of WrestleMania. Nobody wants that.
It's personal. There's a lot of animosity here.
CM Punk is in a really bad way. And, of course, gloating now is Roman Reigns, who's completely in pole position, and this is why.
That's what busted the mouth up of CM Punk, and then he was busted in the forehead by the steps.
Oh, no. This is...
And you saw the official put on gloves out here. He's got to deal with Punk, who's injured, as Roman Reigns now clears off the Spanish announce table.
And you're now seeing the very worst of Roman Reigns.
Well, this is the reason this man was a 4-year champion. He shows remorse for no one.
Well, Roman didn't just come here to win, did he? He came here to make a public spectacle of a man he professes to hate.
Said he was going to embarrass Punk, that he was going to humiliate him. And now, speaking of the Shield, Punk is up high. CM Punk onto the Spanish announce table and throw it.
Oh, my God.
Punk's a mess. Reigns just put him through the table.
Crimson Red. Just get down to
We'll take another look at this. We talked about the power advantage of Reigns. This is how you use it, and you maximize that advantage. The body of CM Punk, which has been beaten, battered to a bloody pulp. And the referee may end up having to stop this.
And again, Wade, for Roman Reigns, this is about the world title, right? But it's about much more than that. It's about punishing this man. It's about torturing this man. It's about taking out all that anger and all that frustration that Roman Reigns has had for Punk over the years here tonight.
This is 10+ years of hatred from Roman Reigns. But no, CM Punk shocking the world once again. But even more shockingly, perhaps, a late kick out from the OTC keeping this alive.
55,255 tonight, looking on in Las Vegas at an incredible main event between CM Punk, the world champion, and the challenger Roman Reigns. And somehow, and I don't know how, Roman Reigns has lost control of this match.
Well, after getting a paintbrushing, CM Punk unfathomably may be about to secure this championship.
Looking for another go to sleep, and Roman Reigns now with momentum.
Spear.
Cover. Punk stays alive. Now we're cooking.
Well, both men have taken the biggest shots. Both men have been equal to it. And this spear to a severely debilitated CM Punk had to be the end.
And this is what we were talking about earlier, Wade. I don't know how he does it, but CM Punk never says die. He never gives up. There's something inside this man that drives him to do these unhuman things.
He's the most stubborn human being you could ever meet. It's why management have always despised him. It's why he never got the invite to the dance, but it's why he is who he is, and it's why Roman Reigns is now losing it.
Yeah, Roman Reigns, you saw the look on his face. Complete and utter shock at Punk being able to kick out, and now continuing to punish Punk, driving his beaten up face into the mat, shoving his face into the mat.
And it is rare you see Roman Reigns completely unglued, but perhaps now Serene Carl passing back over the great man, realizing
he's beating the snot out of him.
I'm sleeping. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
And again, the rebel in Punk.
CM Punk has been as gutsy as can be here, but it's slipping away very quickly, and this could be a humiliating end to CM Punk's World Heavyweight Championship reign. If Roman Reigns has in store here what I think he does.
And Roman's loving this. He's got Punk in possession to utilize Punk's own move against him. Acknowledge me, Las Vegas. Went for the GTS, blocked out by Punk. Punk caught him with a kick to the ear. Roman Reigns down to retain from out of nowhere. Roman kicks it to again.
Well, right at the death, CM Punk just finding a little something, and that roundhouse kick may have spun this around again, but Punk looks like a broken man here. But a broken man possessed.
He doesn't know how to die. I mean, it's been his entire career. Every time you think this man was dead and buried, that his career was over, that he couldn't come back and do anything again, he's here. He's the world champion, and he's doing it against one of the best ever in Roman Reigns. And now, gonna pull out Roman Reigns' own move on him. Locked and loaded is CM Punk. One of the Superman punch and connected. Cover by Punk. Can you imagine? No. Can you imagine the embarrassment if Reigns had lost to that?
Well, now a little ground and pound from CM Punk. Struggling to stay at a vertical pace. Got to use the ropes to prop him up. But suddenly the calm man in this match seems to be CM Punk. And if the body can keep on cooperating, it's Punk's to win. What is Punk up to here?
Well, he just took a, that's an Ulafala, of course, that one of our fans was wearing. And now this is really going to stick to Roman Reigns. The Ulafala, of course, the symbol that represents the king, the tribal chief, the OTC Roman Reigns. And Punk now shoving it in Reigns' face.
We may have a new tribal chief imminently here, Cole, and Reigns is not going to like this.
Looking for a spear. Reigns caught him. Reigns caught him in a guillotine. In a guillotine. Roman's got Punk in a guillotine.
And it might be lights out time for the second city saint here who's getting swung around.
Oh, Punk rolls him up though. Almost had him. Almost had him. That was 2 3/4. Anaconda Vice.
Locked in center of the ring. And Reigns is a long way from the ropes. Desperation times for the OTC.
Is Reigns going to top out to the Anaconda Vice of CM Punk? He's got it locked in.
In sheer agony, and the lights are fading for Reigns. And this might be the only chance he has.
Roman trying to fight his way out of this, trying to somehow break this hold.
Well, Punk ain't releasing it, but he's forced to now.
And now Roman turns it into a choke again. Reigns now with the guillotine locked in on Punk.
counter for counter, and it's now Reigns who's got control.
Will Punk tap out? Will Reigns win the title by submission?
Oh, Punk is fading badly here. The legs are locked in. What is Punk cooking up?
Punk now. Oh, what a counter. What a reversal.
Ooh.
Looking for the sharpshooter, and Roman Reigns doesn't allow it to happen.
That last shot, that last heel, and straight back into the guillotine.
And Punk may be out. Reigns has got it in here.
Oh,
that might have been the last gasp for Punk.
Well, it was an upward strike from the heel right to the jaw of CM Punk, and he dropped instantly in the worst possible spot. Fortuitous for Roman Reigns, but still.
And again, Punk turns this into a pinning combination. It actually looked like both men's shoulders were down there. But nonetheless, both men collide, center of the ring. Listen to this place.
My God. Well, I think we both need a breather at the desk here right now. I feel for the two competitors in the ring. Where the hell do they go from here? Who has any energy left?
Critical point in the matchup. Champ and challenger have been beaten up.
Energy completely sapped. Both men perhaps terminally weakened, but somebody has to win this thing.
And they're still talking trash to one another.
I'm still here. Huh?
Box in the ears of Roman, box in the ears of Punk. Chop to Reigns, chop to Punk, chop to Reigns. Right hand by Roman, and now the slugfest continues.
Two sluggers in the 12th round. Who's gonna drop?
Hands up, Punk.
Oh. Knee caught Roman, still on his feet. Knee caught Punk, who's still on his feet. Something's got to give here, Wade.
Both men driven by pure hatred. This would have been over a long time ago without that.
Headbutt. And again, Punk's got that wound on the head. I'm not sure that was wise.
Gonna drop both men in the process. Forehead to forehead, both men woozy. Shots now missing.
You mentioned 12th round, 4th quarter, 9th inning. What do you have left? Who's got more heart? Who's got more guts?
Las Vegas knows all about 12th round magic. Who's gonna bring it now?
It's like old school Hagler Hearns here tonight. Punk with a low blow. He distracted the official. He delivered a low blow. And Punk with a go to sleep. Punk gonna steal the championship protection and a kick out.
Oh man. I thought that was it right there.
Do what you gotta do to keep your title.
Well, that was a Hail Mary from CM Punk, but it was not answered. And when this doesn't work, the referee temporarily unsighted a low blow, a GTS, and maybe you have to accept that it ain't gonna be your night.
Well, Punk dropping elbow after elbow. And another one as Reigns just tries to recover from this onslaught now by Punk.
Well, I don't know what else Punk has in store. I don't know what else tactically he can possibly have after that. That was a break glass in emergency scenario. And Reigns kicked out.
This place is electric. I told you it was going to be one of the great main events in WrestleMania history. And now CM Punk Going to place Roman Reigns on the table. He has not yet recovered from the low blow and the numerous elbows delivered by Punk to Reigns.
Punk barely has the strength to get the massive frame of Reigns there, but he manages it in the end. And there's nothing at all happening in the eyes of the OTC. Perhaps on a different planet right now. And no clue what CM Punk is currently conspiring to execute.
Well, I'll tell you what he's thinking of doing. He's coming up to the top rope. Roman Reigns is on the announce table. High-risk maneuver coming for CM Punk. Do what you gotta do to keep your title.
Right.
Go big or go home.
Now. Oh, wow. He actually
Through
did it.
Reigns, through the table. Both men break it in half.
Unsurprisingly, the referee taking a very close look after what we just saw. Punk going for broke. Punk connecting. Roman Reigns looking dead and buried at this point, and Punk barely faring any better.
This looks like a disaster scene out here. Somehow Punk's back to his feet. Roman Reigns is writhing in pain.
Punk simply cannot stay on his feet, stumbling around, but somehow looking the better of these two warriors who put it all on the line here in the main event.
Warriors is the apt word to describe these two men. This has been one hell of a match.
The referee's now barking at CM Punk, get back in the ring. I think it's a little too late for law and order, ref.
Putting everything on the line for the championship. Punk crawling toward Roman Reigns.
Well, Punk has Reigns exactly where he needs him now. Can he deliver that killer blow?
Punk has done everything. He's pulled out all the stops, and now he's looking to put Roman Reigns away with one more. Go to sleep. GTS connecting. Caught Roman on the chin. Reigns, though, he just fell right back onto Punk's shoulders.
It bounced off the rope. There's no way Reigns can even hold his own weight up there. And what a landing for Reigns, the worst possible one.
Punk with Reigns up yet again. And he just collapsed. Punk just collapsed.
Punk is spent. Punk is toast. What a lucky escape for Roman Reigns. Although, can he do anything with it? It looks unlikely.
Exhaustion now setting in.
Yeah, pushing the limits of humanity, both men.
Spear!
Come on, Roman.
But Roman can't capitalize.
Well, Punk just ate it.
Reigns again with momentum. Another spear to Punk. Cover by Roman. Crown a new champ. Got him.
And Roman is your champion.
Is your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, the OTC,
Roman Reigns is now a 7-time world champion. The tribal chief is back at the head of the table. I mean, you can't take anything away from the Warrior CM Punk. What a tremendous champion.
Well, what an epic main event to cap off WrestleMania. Two men in that ring who went above and beyond the realms of what should be possible in pursuit of the World Heavyweight Championship.
CM Punk never says die. I mentioned it before. It is the MO of his entire career. In fact, the MO of his entire life. And it looked like once again tonight, CM Punk was going to do everything in his power to continue to reign as World Heavyweight Champion. But in the end, it was just too much. The exhaustion got to Punk. Roman Reigns capitalized and is the new champion.
Well, let's look at some of the highlights of this match. This is CM Punk going for broke, connecting from the top rope through the announce table, putting his body on the line. That's how much he needed this win, but here's where the exhaustion kicked in. Going for yet another GTS. This would have been the killer blow. That much we know. But CM Punk, after so much abuse, simply wilting under the weight of the OTC's carcass.
I think it's gonna be a while till we see CM Punk again. Few months.
You can all say what you want, but Roman Reigns was built for WrestleMania.
Let me just be very clear. You're not gonna survive this.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, that's it. As always, my name is Jason from Twisted One Gaming. And until next time.